Hi, how's it going today? So, do you realize that you have the freedom to be who you're going to be next? And so, the beautiful thing about living in the United States is that we actually are not dictated in terms of what we do for a living. And as we get more into our careers, a lot of times we have that mindset of, well, I've done this all this time. I need to continue doing this overall. However, sometimes, and let's face it, 2020 brought us a lot of challenges. And so things happen where we are least expecting them, right? But when you are given those challenges, do you see it as an opportunity to reinvent yourself overall? And so in the life of my 28-year career, had the opportunity to be both laid off and as well as lay people off. And the first opportunity that I had and I say it's an opportunity because it actually, I became stronger on the other side of it. So when I was first laid off, it was in the technology industry in my early 30s. And I thought the world was coming to an end. And it really was, but I ended up stronger on the other side of it with a better job. And then again, about 4 years ago, I unfortunately had to be part of, because I was in a senior level position, laying off many people within our organization, and I was laid off myself. And so, but for the beauty of that, I would not have created authenticity. And in February, it makes 4 years that I developed and started authenticity. And what I've encountered is when you go through those trials and you have to kind of really be in them, and life gives you those valleys overall. But once you go and you can actually healthily get to the other side of it, the beauty is that you have the opportunity to reinvent yourself. And so as I've witnessed, people land on their feet in a way better position than they had even imagined for themselves overall. And so I'll tell you a personal story. So a couple of years before I started Authenticity, before I was laid off of my most recent, and I say recent, it was 4 years ago, job, my husband had said, "Why don't you start your own consulting firm?" And I thought, who would hire me? And I will tell you now, 4 years later, it has been a wonderful ride. I have never been more creative and more engaged and more passionate and excited in what I do than the work that I do within Authenticity. And so I have that creative freedom. It is my own domain to be whatever I want it to be. So I say all of that to say, just to give you a little bit of encouragement as we continue our walk in 2021. If you have had some disappointments, if you are living with a challenging time right now, just know that it's not going to be forever. And where in taking a really, really, honed in look at your life, where can you get more creative in terms of reinventing yourself? That's the freedom to create the new chapter that you have. And so I'd love to talk to you a little bit more about it. If you need any advice or counsel from my experience, if I can impart any wisdom from what my walk has encountered as well. So I wish you the very best of days and continued health and prosperity as we get to the other side of this. You take good care of yourself.